Alright, how's it going? We got the stock market power rankings for January 7th, 2026. It's a new year, we got new stuff blowing up every week, and we're here with the top 10 strongest stocks. Let's get into it.
Number 10.
Alright, with number 10, I'm starting off with UPS. It's a little bit of a sleeper pick, it's been bleeding out for the past year, but it's finally caught a little relief run here. The holidays are over and the market's anticipating some good numbers coming up from the holiday season. I'm giving them the number 10 spot because, I respect the strength. One time they lost my package in the mail, so I don't really care what happens to them, but they get the number 10 this week.
Number 9.
Alright, at number 9 we got Boeing. We've got a simple recipe here. The US blows something up, and Boeing goes up. Over the weekend, the US blew a lot of stuff up, and now Boeing is going up. Back in 2020, it absolutely dumped with everything that happened around that time, and it's never gotten back to those levels. But if global tensions heat up, it might just get back there, I don't know. Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't know if I want it to go back up there, alright? But for this week, we'll put it at 9.
Number 8.
Number 8, I'm giving it to Nike, alright? I have to show my respect after it's bounced up following a rough end of 2025. Nike's a classic name, and it really shouldn't be going anywhere. If they get some momentum going and maybe put out some trendy clothes or gear that gets some positive headlines, it's going to be a no-brainer play. It's going to go back up to the hundreds. It's up to them to execute on it, but, for this week, we're putting them at 8. We'll see where they go.
Number 7.
Alright, 7 goes to UNH, United Healthcare. Call me boring, call me a grandpa, but you cannot call me wrong when I say this stock has been amazing over the past handful of months. Steady, positive, all the things you want to see. Mr. Buffett does not miss. Ever since he disclosed his position on it, it's shown a steady increase and the negative headlines have fizzled out. I could see this thing sneaking back up to where it was before, the incident last year. Yeah, that's that. We'll move on to the next here.
Number 6.
At 6, I've got Chevron. They need to be on here after the US just got control of, trillions of dollars of oil. I'm not going to get political, but I will say it's a classic US move to flex its muscles for some oil. We have oil popping off, we've got gold and silver popping off. I don't know what's next. I might just go buy some cattle and hold them for the long term.
Number 5.
At number 5, I've got JPM, alright? JP Morgan Chase. Every time I check this thing, it's higher. It seems indestructible and too big to fail. I know someone who worked for JPM. I was talking to them back when it was around $100 a share, and they said they think it should be a $200 stock. I said, damn, that's pretty cool, and I never bought any, and now it's a $300 stock, and it's on its way to $400. And I just hope they never ask me if I bought any.
Number 4.
I'm giving number 4 to Amazon. It's finally outperforming some of its Mag 7 peers, and it looks like one of the more reasonable buys in the mega cap space. I'm not a big Amazon guy, I'm not buying stuff every day like some other people, but I used it a few times in the last couple months, and I'm always reminded why it's the best at what it does. You can type in any item that exists in the world, and within 2 taps of your screen, it's on your doorstep within the next day. As all this robotic stuff continues to develop, Amazon will absolutely capitalize. Those fake photos of the Amazon drones coming out of that huge blimp, they might not be too far off.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Intel. Look, I know this thing's a little boring, but you have to admire the comeback. This thing was in the teens not too long ago, and it's just sitting high and continuing to climb as the weeks go by. We're at the point in time where a reliable buying signal is purchasing whatever is in the latest AI-generated photo of the president's Twitter account, alright? Intel has always been a laughable grandpa stock, but you have to give it some respect for how solid it's been. It gets number 3.
Number 2.
Alright, number 2 we got SanDisk. The AI Grim Reaper just continues to destroy the pricing of every component that goes into a computer, and I guess memory is going to be next. This company has climbed over 600% in 6 months. It was at $235 a share last week, and as I'm recording this, it's trading for $350. It's just unbelievable what the market is doing with these types of companies lately. And yeah, if you could just let me know what the next one's gonna be so I don't miss it again, that'd be great. Thanks.
Number 1.
But here we go. We got the number 1 spot, and the top dog is Micron. Ticker MU. I cannot take it off the top spot until someone else proves both prolonged strength and ridiculous gains like this name has. As soon as they announced that they were taking away their RAM from everyday people like you and me, I feel like their stock has gone up 5% every single day. I remember sitting in a snowy parking lot in December 2024 looking at this stock when it was at $90. I didn't take the time of day to look at what they did, and now I'm sick about it. You know, the trillion-dollar market cap level is becoming more widespread as the markets boom, and if MU ever reaches that point, it'll be sitting around 850 a share. Alright, those are my top 10. You let me know what you think. I'm sure it'll be totally different next week. I'll be back. Tell me what I missed. Tell me what you like. I'll see you later.